You know, too many times people are going to the dealership and they know they have bad credit. You know you got bad credit and you're not planning before you go. You don't know how much payment you can afford. No, not what payment you see in the newspaper, not what payment you see on the internet, but the payment that you really can afford. If you're gonna get online and you're gonna calculate your payments, do not put that 10% interest rate in, or that 8%, or that 12%. Be honest with yourself. Everybody that walks into a dealership to buy a car, you're thinking about buying a car, you know your credit score. If you don't know your credit score, you know what? You know whether you paid your last car loan off or whether you didn't pay your credit cards. So if you did not pay your credit cards, or you did not finish paying that car loan that you thought you finished, then you need to get out a budget. You need to know how much you can afford. If you say, oh, I can afford $400 a month, well, you're probably going to leave out the dealership $600 or $650 a month. You know what you need to do? When you're looking at your budget, figure out your monthly payment, your insurance, figure out maintenance, because if your car breaks down, you need to get it fixed, right? You need to be able to take it to the shop. You got to figure out if you need an oil change. That's part of maintenance. You got to get it fixed. What if you get a flat tire? You got to get the tire fixed. You don't need to run around with what? Run around on a spare for 2 or 3 months. Or if you get in an accident in your vehicle, you need to get it fixed. I had a customer, she rode around for almost 2 years in her vehicle and didn't get it fixed. And they had automobile insurance. So get your car fixed. The worst thing you can do is ride around in a car, a brand new car, was brand new to you when you got it. Then you don't get it fixed. If you get in an accident, take time and take care of your business. Another thing that you want to do when you're looking at your budget, yeah, you got this car payment maybe that is higher than what you wanted to be, right? But think about, do you smoke cigarettes every day? Cigarettes, I believe, are almost $10 a pack. If you're smoking a pack a week, that's $10, $20, $30, $40 a month. Then, if you're going out to eat 3 or 4 times a week, and maybe you're spending, let's just say you go out to eat 3 times a week, you're spending $50 every time you go out, that's $150 a week, right? And do 150 times 4. That's the whole month. So multiply the money that you spent for food, eating out, and having a drink. Multiply the cigarettes that you smoke. Then also multiply the groceries that you have at your house. Because when people eat out, you still have to have groceries at your house. Then think about entertainment. Are you going to concerts? Do you like going to see maybe Janet Jackson? Or maybe you want to go see Beyonce? Or maybe you just want to go see Kevin Hart show, comedy. Think about that. Money spent for entertainment. Did you put that in your budget? Were you thinking about those things when you got your car? No, you weren't, because you know what? You know your credit score is a certain way, and you know you're going to pay more than the next person pays. And then look at all your other debt. Look at your house payment that you pay. Doesn't matter whether you have a mortgage, you pay rent, or even if you live with someone, you say, well, I don't pay rent. I just give them like $200 or $300 a month. Well, nobody lives anywhere for free. And then most importantly, you got to make sure that you include your utilities with your house, whether you're renting or whether you have a mortgage. You got your light bill, you got your gas bill, you have your water bill, and then you have your cell phone bill. So you want to make sure you put all that in your budget. And then if you have any extracurricular activities, things that you normally don't do every day, maybe something that you don't do every month, but your extracurricular activities could be maybe you like go out of town. You know, no, I probably shouldn't call the extracurricular activity going out of town, but you know, do you take a trip 2 or 3 times a year? Do you fly when you go out of town? Or do you drive? Or if you drive your car, that's wear and tear on your car. You got to budget out for gas to put in your gas tank. You got to budget out for the food you're going to eat. And then what about lodging? Where are you going to stay? Are you staying at a hotel? Or are you staying with family? Doesn't matter where you stay in someone else's house. You still got to have money to eat. So get your budget in control when you're going to a dealership to buy a car, especially if you have bad credit. You're going to say, Regina, what is bad credit? You know what bad credit is. I don't have to give any numbers on this video. But what I want you to do is, I want you to be a lot smarter than what you're being right now. Because what's happening is, we are not being realistic when we go to the dealership. We may want that car that we know that we can't get the first time. Well, I don't want to say the first time. Well, maybe you got to get this first car, this second car, maybe the third car, you can get exactly what you want. A lot of times people come in the dealership, they have these high hopes, right? but they haven't paid anybody. They got an opportunity to get a vehicle, and guess what? They blew it. Why am I saying they blew it? They did not finish the loan. They blew it. They go in and want one car and they come out with another. And why is that? It's because they didn't do a budget. They didn't think about, when you're going to get a car, you got to think about taking those things out I talked about. Maybe if you smoke cigarettes, maybe you need to cut that in half. Or maybe you just need to stop smoking. Or maybe you need to get some coupons when you go out to eat. Or maybe when you go to the grocery store, you need to have some coupons. Or if you're going to drink, what do? You're going doing happy hour. Not when it's the most expensive time to drink. You're getting off work and then you're going to happy hour. Or you're going, maybe somebody's going to treat you once a week. Maybe fat chance on that. But always look and see if there's discounts. Always. All right, if you watch this video, I know that whatever platform you're watching it on, which is probably just going to be my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button before you finish this video. Or when you finish this video, tell somebody about my channel. Do that because I'm always sharing great information. It may not help you, but it may help your neighbor. All right, I'll see you on the next video.